received this call, please hang up now. If you have any concerns about a prisoner's well-being, please contact the prison immediately. Go ahead, please.
Hello.
Hey, hello, how are you?
Hey, how are you again, Mick?
Oh, I've heard this voice somewhere before. How you been, mate?
Yeah, I'm sweet, man.
How's the weather your way?
Pretty hot lately.
Pretty what, sorry?
Pretty hot lately.
Is it?
Yeah, it's heating
nice
up.
day over here. It's a nice day over here.
Is it?
Yeah.
It'll probably get hot back there, but would it?
Beg your pardon?
Probably get hot back there sometimes, would it?
Yeah, I don't mind it though. You know what I mean? I love it when it's in its 40s.
Do you?
So, yeah.
What? No way.
Beg your pardon?
No way.
Yeah. It's, even though that I'm from Van Diemen's Land, I like the hot weather. It's probably when it goes back to when I used to travel around Australia back in the day and used to live up in the Northern Territory in Queensland.
It reminds you of that, does it?
Yeah. How's things for you? How's everything? Is everything going okay? Are you happy with everything?
Yeah, man, it's all sweet. Like, you know, I haven't put anything out yet because I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to get as much as we can first.
Yeah.
Because otherwise the process...
I don't know whether there's much more I can offer, you know what I mean? I don't know, you know what I mean? You'd know more than that. I don't know about, you know.
Oh, well, definitely a lot of people want to hear from you, you know what I mean?
Oh, well, that's fine then. Yeah. I don't want to disappoint people. But,
No. All right, let's get into it again.
I'm not an arsehole, you know what I mean?
Nah. Let me see. You can talk about what trouble lags you've been in before this stint if you want.
Yeah, prior to this, there was there's this one, the conviction for murder here in Yatala Labour Prison. Then there's just before that, 6 weeks before the murder, I was convicted of attempted murder on another sex pest here in Yatala Labour Prison, and I got 16 years for that.
Only 6 weeks, wow.
Beg your pardon?
Only 6 weeks before.
Yeah. Well, no, I got it was about 9 months before I pleaded guilty, and I gave no, like when I go to court, I don't give no defence. I don't stand there and explain myself, etc. You know what I mean? There's no, you know. But anyway, yeah. So, but I did it about 9 months before. It took me 9 years to catch up with him, but I got him, and he was a sex pest. And he was one of South Australia's notorious fucking rapists back in the 80s. And, so that was him. So I got 16 years for that. He made a statement to Crime Stoppers, and, of course, I was convicted. And I got 16 years, only about 6 weeks before when I was released from G Division for that one. And then before that one, in 92, it was... GBH with intent on another sex pest in prison. So I got 5 years for that, and every single day, every minute of the day of those sentences, I've served. You know what I mean? So that there was I've served every minute of the day for them. That's the head sentences, not the bottoms. You know what I mean? And then before that, there was an attempted murder on the outside. Someone threatened a girl's... they wanted this girl to go and prostitute herself because these individuals had a drug debt. And they couldn't pay it. But they knew a girl who was... She wasn't a slut, but... You know what I mean? If she went out and had a few drinks with you, if she liked you, she'd take you home. If not, she wouldn't. You know what I mean? But because she had a little boy to look after and that, they wanted her to work their debt. And she refused, and they kept threatening her and that, and then they threatened to take her son, and then they threatened her for 3 weeks, and then, I was involved. So they're the violent. I have I'm not shy on sex offenders or, I'm not a gangster.
Yeah.
I'm not a bully or anything like that, but I just don't like, those that pick on those that can't defend themselves, especially fucking child rapists.
Low life cunts.
Beg your pardon?
Low life cunts.
Yeah. Well, I'm a good cunt, like fucking, so...
Wow, yeah.
I'm the sort of person, and I've said this to psychologists and I've said this to professional people, I'm the sort of people, they said, we'd love to have you living in our street, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because there'd be no issues, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a gangster, I don't run around and make out I'm a hard cunt or anything like that, but I just have fucking values and morals.
100%.
You know what I mean? What was that?
100%.
Yeah, so, and, but yeah, so that's sort of the violent history that I have.
That's an impressive record, man. Wow, that's actually really impressive, eh?
Well, it's, like, it has to be done. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's sometimes, like, makes all types of people to make a society. You know what I mean? And you have the good and the bad and everything like that balances all out, et cetera, et cetera. Do you know what I mean? But we all have our path in life. Sometimes it's destiny or fate or whatever you want to call it. I'm not a Christian person.
Mm-hmm.
We all have a role to play in society. And, and when we partake in that role, when we make those choices in our lives, sometimes some things are part of the job description. And, but when you face adversity, when you choose these types of things, you can't complain when it goes to shit, you know what I mean? Or it's, I already knew what I was up against before I done what I done.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But the thing is I never thought I never thought that I'd be in G Division this long. I never thought that of solitary confinement for this long. I never thought of the treatment that I was going to get, and I certainly never thought of the politics. You know what I mean? I thought that I'd come to G Division for about 5 years, and then back into the prison population, but not like this. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what you would think, wouldn't you? You wouldn't think for this fucking long.
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest with you. I provide a community service program. You know what I mean? I eradicate the vermin off the street, in my humble opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the thing is that it's probably people who probably feel the same way about people like me. You know what I mean? Well, if it's my turn, it's my turn. You know what I mean? It's just how life pans out. You know?
No, there wouldn't be too many people that would think that about you, I don't think.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Have you heard of Chopper Reed?
Yeah, don't like him.
Yeah, well, his thing,
I'm not a fan. No, he's nowhere.
He made his whole name pretending to be a guy like you. You know what I mean?
I don't want to talk about the man, mate, because it just ruins the phone call.
Yeah. All right. Yep.
No. We're all entitled to our opinion, but you know what I mean, like. You understand? Yeah,
but that was my thought. Like the public championed him for pretending to be what you really are. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was how he built his whole name, really, because he was always like, I bashed pedophiles and blah blah blah. You know.
Well, they weren't pedophiles.
Mm.
Yeah. Anyway, go over his history. His criminality is not over pedophiles. It's not, you know what I mean?
Well, that's what he claimed, you know.
Ah, well, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, okay, all
right. About your trades and your education and all that.
Yeah.
So what were you doing?
Oh, shit. I'm under arrest, mate. I'm going to ring you back in probably in about another 10 minutes. Keep that question for the next one.
All right, Mick.
I'll ring you again in about 10 minutes.
Thanks heaps, mate.